Today's lesson is about a dynamic called reactance, which is a key phenomenon in conversations, especially about politics these days. Basically, reactance refers to the fact that if people feel too strongly, you want them to change their mind, they don't want to change their mind just because you want it. Basically, we are all 2-year-olds who are saying, you ain't the boss of me. And this whole thing is made worse by the level of divisiveness in our society, where liberals and conservatives look at each other as enemies, not just of the nation, but of them. And it makes it more difficult, but not impossible, to reduce that response. You need to handle the conversations in a way that makes the person feel like you're not looking down on them or disrespecting them. That also creates the weird irony of you want to change their mind, but you have to be careful of being too in touch with wanting to change their mind, because you're wanting to change their mind too much makes them not want to change it. You have to have a certain detachment from that, at least in this conversation, and maybe generally. And we'll give some guidance about how to choose people so that you can better manage this, but that's an important thing to remember. There are different schools of thought among influence experts about the degree to which you make your desire to change them explicit or whether it's clandestine. There's different schools of thought about that. But what we know is that if you are too much in touch with the desire to change them in this conversation, you make it less likely. It's kind of like the butterfly. If you're trying to catch a butterfly, use a net and not a bag on a stick, because the wind from a bag pushes the butterfly away. And so what you want to do is to have the conversation in a way that does not create the reaction to you that's not going to help you. You can think about it like, when was the last time that you changed your position because you submitted to somebody's superior logic? That doesn't happen very frequently. One way to think about it is you're not trying to wrestle the person to another part of the room, you're trying to dance them to another part of the room. It's important to think about reactance and to think about what's my body language, what's my rhetoric, what's my conversational sequence that is more or less likely to generate that reactance. If you like this content, please press the like or subscribe button